Shalom. I want to begin first and foremost giving all praises to the Heavenly Father Yahweh and His only begotten Son Yahweh Shai, whom the world ignorantly calls Jehovah and Jesus. Yahweh being the name of the Father, meaning He exists, He is. Yahweh Shai being the name of the Son, meaning He exists, He saves. All right. I want to give all praises in the ancient Hebrew tongue while facing the east. Call halal, la, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kwadash, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, the water, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles, to the elders of Yasharala, Greatmillstone, Shalom to the 144,000, Shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel, who are the so-called African Americans, Latinos, and Native Americans. And my name is Micah Allah, and I want to start with Malachi 4, verse 1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly, shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith Adonai Yahweh. So like it saith Yahweh to Zabawat, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. All right, and that's talking about the day that the Lord comes back, all right, which is the day that the nuclear missiles go out. That's the day the Lord comes back to get his elect, because his elect cannot be here when those missiles come out. All right, the Lord needs to deliver us. Lord willing, I'm included in that number. The Lord needs to deliver us from the nuclear missiles when they go out, which is why the day that the nuclear missiles go out coincides with the day of the Lord's return. Iran carried out secret nuclear program has amassed more near weapons grade uranium, IAEA says. And we've been hearing this bullshit for a long ass time. Personally, I think them niggas got nuclear capabilities. They just been keeping that shit on the low. It says here, using the IAEA's report findings, the four Western powers plan to submit a draft resolution for the board to adopt. Okay, no, it's not that paragraph. Salakia. Yeah, check this out. The IAEA has concluded that these three locations and other possible related locations were part of an undeclared structured nuclear program carried out by Iran until the early 2000s, and that some activities used undeclared nuclear material, the report said. So they say that they've been messing around with nuclear material since the 2000s, man. All right, these niggas probably got a couple missiles on the low. Okay. And then they've been quiet about that. Russia's vast nuclear modernization exposed an unprecedented security breach, Der Spiegel. A massive tranche of over 2 million documents found in a public database sheds light on Russia's expansion and modernization of its highly sensitive nuclear weapons complex, the Danish investigative outlet Dan Watch and Germany's Der Spiegel reported Wednesday. Basically, they're trying to expose Russia's nuclear capabilities, like that's gonna do something. It's like saying, oh hey, look, They got these weapons. So what? What are you gonna do about it? You can't do shit about it. All right. And you're not gonna attack first. All right. America's gonna be attacked first. All right. Jeremiah 51 verse 1. Thus saith Yahweh, behold, I will raise up against Babylon, which is America, and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me, a destroying wind, and will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her, and shall empty her land. For in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about. Against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow, and against him that lifteth himself up in his brigandine. And spare ye not her young men. Destroy ye utterly all her host. Thus the slain shall fall in the land of the Chaldeans, and they that are thrust through in her streets. All right, so America's going to be destroyed. There's nothing her nuclear missile defense system can do about it. All right, her brigandine, all right, which was the armor that they used back in the day to block arrows from penetrating the knights and soldiers. All right, but these modern day arrows is talking about the nuclear missiles, man. All right, those bows is talking about those missile silos, man. All right, these are the bows right here. All right, yeah, the modern day bows. And here we got everything changes, but nothing changes. Can France overcome its own nuclear doctrine? In a recent interview broadcast live on French television, President Emmanuel Macron declared, ever since there has been a nuclear doctrine since Charles de Gaulle, there has been a European dimension of France's vital interests. I have remained ambiguous on what those vital interests are, just like all my predecessors. Yet, in today's context, I wish to engage with all partners that are interested and see if we can go further. Though under some conditions, France will not pay for other security. It will not subtract from any security meant for France, and only the French president would decide of its use. But when asked whether he would be willing to accept the additional risk of defending allies, the president deflected on the strategic environment and denied that those were questions seriously being considered, keeping with the tradition of strategic ambiguity. Would France trade Paris for Helsinki? Is a recurring question lately. Unlike the United Kingdom, whose nuclear capability already contributes to NATO's overall capabilities for deterrence and defense, France's arsenal plays a separate role in the eyes of both NATO and potential adversaries. So, France is going to be very, very likely one of those countries in the beast that's going to send nuclear missiles towards America. Because remember, the beast is going to attack America. Right? The beast is going to attack Babylon. Revelation 16, verse 21. And there fell upon men a great hail out of heaven, every stone about the weight of a talent. And men blasphemed Yahweh because of the plague of the hail, for the plague thereof was exceeding great. Right, and that hail is a metaphor that represents the nuclear payloads, right? The bombs that are on the nuclear missiles. All right, these are these are the hailstones. All right, you got here just one missile containing, right, several bombs here. All right, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, well that's just this model that has 10. I've heard about other models that got, I think, like 30 bombs, 30 nuclear bombs on it. That's crazy. All right. All right, one missile having 30 nuclear bombs on it. You're gonna be seeing things like this. It says nuclear warheads expected to increase in the next 10 years. All right, so Yao Basimasa is preparing America's adversaries, right, and her current allies, which will soon be adversaries, all right, to destroy her with nuclear capabilities, all right, nuclear fire. And that's actually that's just the ultimate goal of all these prophecies, all right, all these nuclear developments contributing to prophecy coming to pass, in which America is completely destroyed by nuclear fire. All right, I'm gonna leave it there. I hope the video was edifying. Shalom.